Hello, Valentin Mandacia from Historic Houses of Romania, Casa de Epoca, and today I would like to present you an interesting case, how I saved a bit of the 18th century church fresco at Batistei church. I had a tour in in January this year, on 30th of January, and that was in Batistei area. Of course, the highlight of the area is the church around which the village grew, which merged with other villages around and formed Bucharest. This is the story of Bucharest. So the essential church of the area, which is built in the Brinkovan or Wallachian style architecture, unique to this part of the world. So it has to be very valued in this case. But despite that, the priests and their flock have put a boiler with pipes through the faces of the saints. It's a saint here and another one nearby with the face pierced by these pipes, with this kind of unique painting and architecture. As I said, it has been my most viral posting ever on social media, on Facebook. It gathered about, if not over, because I reposted a few times, 900,000. It reached over 900,000, nearly 1 million. Let's put it that way. People, and they generated an intense interest in the press, I have to say. I'm glad to report that last month I had another tour in Batistei area, again going to the church, and this time I had a very international participants. Actually, there was no Romanians in the group, and I was a bit, let's put it that way, emotional that I show again another example of destruction of heritage, not only 19th or 20th century architectural heritage, but 18th century, which is so rare in Bucharest because Bucharest doesn't contain much architecture earlier than mid-19th century. So the church was interesting, showing about the Wallachian style, outside and inside. So I had to tell them this caveat, that is that horrible boiler over there with the pipes piercing the saint's face. But let's see. Look, the situation last month. No pipe at all on the saint, and that was in January. The proud boiler of the priests, the custodians of the heritage, the Orthodox Church of Romania, which builds a huge cathedral like Ceausescu, the communist dictator. And how do they care of their heritage? They want just the money and the power, nothing else. The influence, political influence. But the social media networks, like as I did myself, the result. This is the poor saint, and you can see the track of the hole through which the pipe, the proud pipe of the priest went through, was covered and with a semblance of restoration there. So my supposition is that through my these photographs which became viral, it was too embarrassing for the church, and someone from the upper echelons ordered the local parish to abandon their proud boiler and somehow restore the face of a saint, which they didn't care about. Saints, they cared about collecting money. So I went there and I snapped this photograph and voila, the results. Excellent results in my opinion. Another caveat is that I've been quite violently assaulted, I mean verbally, by the keepers of the church. There were some elderly person there because it wasn't during the mass, of course, the priest wasn't around, that I'm not allowed to photograph. It's a public good. The church is open. I'm not allowed to photograph. Who am I, to do this to make these photographs? And none among our group, even if they were coming from overseas, from other continents. And precisely, they didn't allow photography because they had that publicity. So it shows to you the power of social networks, the civic initiative, and that we don't have to rely on the traditional media, which are the newspapers, the TV stations, which are having their own agenda, their own limited and most often for Romania at least unprofessional journalists. So thanks God to Facebook, to Twitter, to Instagram, to LinkedIn and many other social networks, blogs and so on and so forth. I saved an 18th century Wallachian style painting from a boiler pipe installed there by the priests together with their flock. That fresco, that church is unique in the world, is Wallachian style. So thank you, Facebook. I hope that you like this podcast, and we'll see each other as soon as possible. Thank you and goodbye.